You know, it's like he did it
No, yeah,
again.
yeah.
Also, interestingly enough, in Judaism, our prayers are not very petitionary in nature. We don't really ask God for much. They're mostly like shouts of praise. Because I know in Christianity, people they'll have like all night prayer vigils. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, I mean, after praying for like more than 10 minutes, I run out of stuff to talk to God about. Right? I mean, I am not a prayer warrior at all. Some people they live in the prayer zone. Right? It's they're there crying and all that stuff. I'm like,
They're just wasting their time, man, to be honest.
how do you do that? You know, I mean, how do you make yourself cry? First of all, some dude there crying for 10 minutes. It's like I want to hear his stories, right? I mean, what did God save him from?
He's like, I murdered a kid. I did this. I was a PD. I'm just kidding.
No, I tried it. No, when I was a Christian, I mean, I went to seminary as a Christian, um,
Yeah.
and so I mean, I've been to these prayer vigils, and some people they get into it, you know, and I'm just like just thinking about I gotta stop by Walmart after this, you know, pick up some stuff. Don't forget to get the dog food, you know. And these people are like, just like connecting direct laser beam to God. I don't know how they do it. It's not me. That's not me.
Yeah, I never got that, man. And then they start like speaking tongues for like hours, and it's like Jesus Christ, man. Like,
Oh man, I got a
I,
story. All right, I got a story for you. You know, so when I was Christian, I was single for a little while. All right. And then I met some girl on some website, Christian website. This must have been right. I mean, oh no, it was AOL Chats. I don't know how old you are. AOL Chats, you know, like ASL pick question mark. I don't know if you guys know about that. But anyways, I met some Christian girl online when I must have been like 18 years old or something. So the girl invites me to her church, and I'm like, all right. Well, so I roll in, and they're doing their little praise and worship. And I see this girl standing up, not bad looking girl, whatever, hands up in the air, yelling in tongues, right? And I'm like, wow, this, you know, I think that's her. I think that's her. However, when they stop the praise and worship, this girl is still yelling in tongues, hands up in the air. I mean, I don't know if she was trying to impress me or what, but the guy was saying the sermon and was like trying to get her to stop. But I guess when the Holy Spirit's moving, right? I mean, what are you gonna do but get out the way? The whole the whole sermon. I mean, she was doing this, and I'm thinking like, I'm here for her, right? And we're gonna go out to eat afterwards too. So, anyways, the whole. I mean, what a coincidence! After the sermon was done, I mean, I mean, stopped speaking in tongues. Right? I mean, the Holy Spirit timed it perfectly. So, anyways, I took her to Denny's. Right? Everybody knows Denny's in the 80s and the 90s, 199 Grand Slam, right? I mean, you would get out the club, 199, two eggs, sausage, pancakes, two strips of bacon, a glass of orange juice, but that's not included. So, I mean, you'll get a cup of water for 199, or was it 299? Grand Slam at Denny's. Look it up in the 90s. I think it was no, it was 199. Well, anyways, I mean, I took her to Denny's, and I'm thinking this girl's been speaking in tongues for the last hour and a half. She must be such a biblical giant, right? I mean, she must have this connection with God through the Bible that clearly would leave me in the dust. This girl opens her mouth and knows nothing about the Bible, nothing. And I'm like, what's all this speaking in tongues stuff? I mean, it's essentially a spiritual catfish, right? I mean, I'm thinking I'm here like with Joyce Meyer. Give me some Christian things. Um,
for
you know, sorry. And this lady knew nothing, and I'm thinking like, is this more prevalent amongst women than men? Right? I mean, because women are a lot more spiritual than men are. But you're gonna speak in tongues, i.e., she had the gifts of the spirit, whatever that actually means, right? I guess I mean it's a gift that it's not given by merit, right? I mean, it's not because you know the Bible well enough. I guess it just sort of floats around and falls on whoever it likes. It fell on her. Um, but yeah, I mean, long story short, it didn't work out between us. Uh, I, I mean, but we just didn't have a second date. I don't know. You know, maybe she looked less attractive to me when she didn't know the Bible. But
uh,
maybe if she would have continued speaking in tongues, I wouldn't know the difference. You know, because I'd be like, oh, she's probably dropping knowledge. I just need someone to interpret what she's saying, right? Because if I speak in the tongues of angels, but I have no one to interpret, what does it avail of me? Anyways, that's my story on my spiritual catfish experience.
That's funny. Did how much what were you at that time? Were you Christian or something?
Christian, Christian.